Start with your Bombers 1-6. The fans are angry and it's hard to know where next for the Bombers.
Due to popular demand, we are taking a hold of the Essendon Football Club once again. It is very hard to see what is next and where this Essendon team goes after their disappointing start to the 2022 season. But as you guys know, we have coached Essendon before, and we will do it again to try and bring this team out from the depths that they are withstanding at the moment. I want to welcome you guys to a new series on the channel. We are taking a hold of the Essendon Football Club on AFL Evolution 2. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get on board. We are rolling around. Hey guys, what is up? And welcome to the 2022 AFL season for my AFL Evolution 2. As you guys can see, we are doing this in competition mode, so the fixture is going to be completely random. We are going to have 2022 updated rosters though, so don't you worry about that. Our first game is against the North Melbourne Football Club. Every single game is going to be random. We're still going to have the Anzac Day match. We're still going to do that kind of stuff, but we will have the 2022 AFL teams. As you guys can see here, I'm going to go through and show you guys. We do have the updated roster for every single team. And we are also getting the return of Tom Green. If you guys can remember in our last series, Tom Green is our created player. He is a rookie, so he'll be starting out in the VFL. We're going to be seeing how well he's been playing. He's 18. We're going to have VFL updates. We're also going to have updates from around the league. And we're going to see when Tom Green debuts. So, welcome to the series. It's not going to be the 2022 fixture. There will still be Dream Time. There'll still be AFL. The Anzac Day match, that will still be there. But it is a random fixture because you cannot get the 2022 fixture in AFL Evolution 2. So, bear with me. Hope you guys are ready. J21 votes return. This is going to be a more expansive series. We're going to try and bring this Essendon team up from the depths of which they're struggling at the moment. It's been a really disappointing season for the Bombers. It's time for team selection for round one. So, team selection against this North Melbourne team. No ins and outs, considering this is our first game as a coach. As you guys know, we did actually grand final Essendon to two grand finals in our last series. This is the 2022 series. This is the team that we're taking into our first match against North Melbourne at Marvel. You can see Nick Martin getting a go. Jake Kelly, first-time Bomber. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see certain players come in. If you want to see a certain lineup. Zach Reed, our fullback. I'm going for a very young team. That is my goal. We're going to try and have a really young team. Now, Anthony McDonald, Tip and Woody will not play. As you guys can see, we do have him in here, but he is not playing today. He was a laid out. Now, we're going to have a look at our VFL team. Tom Green, check up on them. We did actually have to travel to the Gabba to play Carlton, so it was really a bit weird. But this was a pretty good game for our VFL team. We are keeping a close eye on some potential players who could come in. James Stewart. You've also got Tom Green in there. You've got Hurd. He's in there. Will Snelling. There's some players who definitely could come into the team. Nick Cox. As we do make a progression. But we ended up losing to Carlton in this game. But I wanted to show you guys just how well Tom Green went. He definitely had his moments. I mean, he definitely wasn't right up there. Devon Smith also played in the VFL. But we're focusing on Tom Green's career. So this is like a Tom Green coach career / Essendon coach career. Now, like I said, we were tackling well, but unfortunately we weren't good enough to get the job done in the VFL, but it's okay. Tom Green played okay in his first game. He had 13 disposals, 10 kicks, 3 goals, 1 handball. He played okay, but it's now time to shift our focus to the seniors and our first game as coach for the Essendon Football Club. Let's get into the match highlights. So this being our first game, you can see here early on, we actually were struggling to get the ball out of our forward 50. North Melbourne definitely bring the pressure in this game. Polak loads up and he kicks the first goal. But don't you worry, we had opportunities in this game to kick some goals. You can see here we go inside 50 early on. 1 out opportunity for the Bombers. And you can see here, North Melbourne rushed the ball. Lockie Young, so 2 behinds early on. But don't you worry about that because we definitely were fighting back in this game. And like I said, opportunities to kick goals. And Jake Stringer misses the left-hand side. You've got to take your opportunities. And this is a must-win game. Now, talk about opportunities. You see here Darcy Parish to get us off to that perfect start. And he kicks it. Now, Live stats will be returning for the game, so you guys will be able to see the actual stats measured for 5-minute quarters, because as we know, as you see, a beautiful goal here from Tom Lynch. AFL Evolution doesn't really show the right statistics, so I've got live AFL stats, so I'll be updating you at the half and at the end of the game. But it's all North Melbourne early on in this first quarter. 20 plays 10 as we go into this second quarter here. North Melbourne definitely owning the ball. This is where we start to get rolling here. And you can see here, Guelphy runs onto the ball. Matt Guelphy pushing here. Opportunity to go inside 50. A beautiful kick, and he finds Peter Wright. Some beautiful ball movement from the Bombers, and we actually start to get our game plan really starting to roll. Because like I said, this is a young team, and we really do want to play young and play fast. Play daring. And Durham out of the middle for the Bombers. Sam Durham, he kicks a goal. Beautiful goal there from Sam Durham. And we trail by 5, and we're not done yet. You can see some really good pressure from the Bombers here, applying heaps of pressure, and throwing the ball was Mackay, which led into a goal opportunity for Aaron Francis, and he loads up and he kicks the goal. So we've got the lead here in this second quarter, fighting back in this game, 1-point game. And look at this ball movement from the Bombers. Like I said, try to be really aggressive, tried to be daring. Out the back is Waterman, a strong tackle, which results in Jakey Stringer. Now, Jake Stringer, couple of bounces here, gives it over to Durham. Sam Durham's already got one, loads this one up. What way does it bounce? It bounces the right way, and the Bombers out to a 7-point lead in this second quarter. When North Melbourne, you see Luke Davies-Uniacke gives it over the top, they clear the ball, and that will do us for the first half of football. A pretty entertaining game of football, as we actually should have kicked a goal here. That should have went over the top to Archie Perkins. It doesn't. So at the half, 5-5-35, the Bombers to the Roos, 4-3-27. Heppel, Shield, and Ridley being our best. Sam Derrins kicked 2 goals. Peter Wright's got a goal as well. Darcy Parish also kicked a goal. We haven't got him on there on the score sheet. Greenwood being good for the Roos. Polak's got 1. Larky's got 1. Tom Lynch has got 1 as we head into the third quarter, where, man, either the second quarter definitely went to the Bombers, then the third quarter definitely went to the Roos, because North Melbourne definitely came out this third quarter with a vengeance. Third quarter underway here. We go inside 50. Archie Perkins definitely providing a lot of pressure. And have a look at this for a bit of FIFA action. Stringer off the ground. Peter Wright off the ground. And we get the goal. So Peter Wright, he kicks the goal for the Bombers as we needed that. 40 plays 27. But North Melbourne really starts to kick into gear in this quarter. Like I said, they really start to roll, and that's a beautiful goal there from Zerha, and they're not done yet. Out of the middle they go. A string of handballs results in another goal to North Melbourne. Callum Coleman-Jones kicks his second, and they are rolling here. Even the first round draft pick, first pick in the draft, Jason Horne-Francis, he kicks a goal. They've got a lead, and like I said, we had opportunities in this game to really get away. Peter Wright should have kicked this, hits the post, and I mean, North, they really make us pay here. Stevenson runs away, another opportunity, and we give away a free kick. Jake Kelly pushes in the back, and now an opportunity for the Roos. Thomas here, this is to give him a 10-point lead in this game, and he's got it. So North Melbourne really taking advantage of their opportunities as we go into the fourth quarter here. It's a 10-point game. Final quarter is underway, and you really want to get off to a good start in the final quarter, and that is exactly what we didn't do. Inside 50, Nick Larkey takes the mark. He shouldn't miss from here, and he doesn't. So Larkey kicks the goal for the Roos, and it's out to a 16-point game. So no panic stations at the moment, but they have all the answers in this game. Look at this takeaway. Beautiful chip over the top. Zerha play on. A quick goal for the Roos, and they are running away with this. Man, North Melbourne were just too strong in this game. They blew this one out here. 70 plays 42. Stevenson turns around, gives it to Goldie. Goldie goes over the top, and another one coming up. Just no resistance from the Bombers. Paul Curtis kicks a goal. And just like the real-life Bombers, we are struggling in this game. Jaden Laverty does kick a goal for the Dons, but it just isn't enough. And, man, North Melbourne just too good. So we do drop our first game of the coach series. 13-4-82, the Roos to the Bombers, 7-7-49. Parrish had 29 in the end. He kicked a goal. Dylan Shield, 25. Heppel, 23. Greenwood, 29. But, man, very disappointing for our first game as a coach. We're just got to regroup, get back on that horse, and we've got to go again because, man, It's going to be a long season. We are here to turn the season around for the Bombers, and that's exactly what we're going to try and do as we go into J21 votes for our first round. We're going to do 5 4-1s. I gave 5 to Parrish, 4 to Sam Durham, 3 to Heppel, 2 to Peter Wright, 1 to Dylan Shield. I thought Parrish was good. Sam Durham kicked the 2 goals. Heppel off the half-back line was good. Peter Wright probably should have kicked 3 or 4 goals. Peter Wright was pretty disappointing, but I did give him 2, and Dylan Shield definitely fought on. But a disappointing loss here in round 1. I hope you guys are ready for this series as we look at the ladder. Now, this is after a few games have been played. North Melbourne, 2 wins and nothing for them, as you see here. Our next game is against Carlton. That one will be at the MCG. I'm going to definitely change that to the MCG. Richmond, they beat Melbourne in the first round. As like I said, this is a random fixture, so bear with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Coach Career is back. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay blessed. If you want to see some certain plays in the lineup, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.